Okay, all right. So when was the last time you all saw each other?
Oh, I saw Seance a month ago?
In your dreams.
I always see you all in my dreams. No, Seance came to Montreal.
My
Oh,
Yes.
great. And okay. So my first question will be, let's just like talk about that first moment, like when you went to the room. There was only 15 drag artists. Are you expecting there to be that many?
No, not at all. Like I was expecting like 10 people like the first season. So when
Yeah,
I saw
exactly.
15, so I was like, they got budget this season. Like they
Can I talk about behind the scenes?
Yeah,
Or we
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, the funny part was at the hotel, I was going outside for walks just to count the doors. So I knew we were
Ah.
at least 13, but I didn't know we were 15. So when I saw 15, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna go home first. And then I saw Phoenix in the mothership and I was like, okay, I'm done. Thank you. Bye.
ah, this. I'm gonna leave right now. Bye.
I mean, Phoenix, your entrance look, like your first look was crazy. Did you design that yourself, or how did you come up with the idea for that one? The gold look.
Like I just find it randomly on my Instagram. Like I was just scrolling through, figuring out some ideas. I'm like, oh, I like this. It's like made out of vinyl, really heavy material, which I'm not used to wearing. I don't wear evening gowns either, so I really want to impress the mothers, and I think I did. Ding.
For sure, for sure. Um, okay, and then like, what was your favorite part about being in a drag house? Have any of you been in a house before?
I sort of have my own house of weirdos back home here in Toronto. I am part of GASM, which is Grim Pierce, uh, and Alien, and Seance, that's me, and Molly Kuehl. So we're just like a bunch of like really weird artsy kids that like love to do weird and like alternative kind of things that you wouldn't normally see in a drag bar. So
Uh, wow. Do you have like? Can you think of like your favorite kind of one of your favorite looks that you've created, like your spookiest look?
ooh, my spookiest look? Why, it's when I shave my beard off and I pretend that I'm a regular human woman.
I love it.
I'm scared.
It's terrifying.
Oh my God.
But
Yes.
have the rest of you ever been in a drag house before?
I do have my own drag house called the House of Eternity. I do have
Ooh.
right now I have like four other drag daughters. So I'm trying to teach them makeup, performance, and we're all dancers, so period.
Amazing.
Yeah, I also am the mother of my own house, the Precious House. I'm currently the only one, and I'm open for new people. Thank you.
You know what? Work same. Yeah. I'm the owner of my own house. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crystal's just like grandmother of the house. This is grandmother.
House of
She
what?
old.
What makes the House of Glass unique? Like, what was your experience like in this house?
That was amazing. Look at these people.
I
We're
know
such
it's
a
a good
chaotic
looking group.
bunch.
It's a good
We're
looking group.
all different. It's so nice. So it was a great experience to meet everyone and to share all our different kind of drag because we're all different. I'm not a dancer. Phoenix is. So even Seance on episode 2 is helping everyone to be spooky. So I had a blast in that house and Crystal is just amazing. So I couldn't ask for more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that all of our drag was
Luckily,
like,
all of our
different.
styles are very much the same. Sorry, go ahead, Stody.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I loved how like all of our drag styles were like so different, but also alts. So we all managed to like fit together into this cool bubble of just like unique personalities and skills.
Talent.
With a capital T.
Yeah, and I do feel like that's Crystal's special. I do consider Crystal's kind of like mother of alt. I feel like that's a good fit for her for sure.
She's the mother of the talents. That's what you want to say. Yeah, exactly.
Like alt, like I
Yeah.
feel like alter. Yeah, alt. She's kind of got that. She's got the edge. She's got the edge.
I heard all. I was like,
So
yeah.
edgy.
Mother
Oh,
of
mother of
all.
all. Mother of all. Yeah, just
Honestly.
and what did you what would you say your biggest takeaway from learning from Crystal would be?
Edit down your ideas the most you can. It's the only way people are gonna understand what's happening in your brain. Because when I arrived, Crystal said, I see myself in you. I was doing too much when I started drag. So I want you to become who I became and edit down everything before you go on stage so you don't have to practice on the stage to see what's the public reaction. So I think that's what I took home with me. Like, edit down, it's gonna be better.
I think it's just like a lot of like communication too, because like I came into the competition just trying to have fun, but then once I came into the set, I was like confidence was thrown out of the window, my joy was thrown out of the window. So once the house was built, I felt secure and I felt supported by my other family members, and they were able to help me out. And the only reason why I was able to ask for help this time. And usually I keep everything inside, trying to do everything by myself. But from my family members, they were able to like support and just help me with everything that I'm asking for. So thank you, y'all.
Yeah, very that. Like going from being a very independent artist who like does everything yourself. Like that's me as well. I was the same Phoenix. And then like going to having a community of people where you can like help each other. I'm like, oh, this is actually really nice. Like
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I do feel like that's what kind of makes the show stick out amongst other drag shows. But what else would you consider, like, what makes Call Me Mother unique, would you say? Like, as a
That vibe.
format?
I would go with that vibe. It's like not just from the mothers, but it's for everyone. And everyone inside the house is helping everyone, but outside the houses too, we're helping each other, even if it's competition. I think we were all in a vibe where we wanted to elevate each other to get the best show ever. And I think that's what it's gonna show in Call Me Mother and make Call Me Mother very special.
yeah. I
Very
also
that.
really love how this show allows people like our house, like alternative performers, to be in a competition. Because there's a lot of competitions that just don't really jive with that. And this one like wants it. They want us to like elevate ourselves in all of our arts.
Absolutely. And Stony, you got 3 fan clacks in the first episode. What was that? What describe that feeling like when that happened?
I was scared. I was like, oh, I have to make a decision now. I hate this. I don't know what to do. Who do I pick? Ah. That was literally
Yeah.
all that went through my head. Like, but it felt
So what?
amazing, like obviously.
Yeah. So like, what was it that was like, okay, House of Glass? Like, do you think like what made that the obvious choice? Or I mean, I guess it wasn't an obvious choice, but what made that be your final decision?
Yeah, I mean, like I debated a little back and forth, but ultimately it was just because like my art style is like very alt, and that is very much like what Crystal like lives through and what she breathes through. And I figured that I could improve the most as a performer through her house, as opposed to like the other ones.
Totally, totally. And you're from Saskatoon, right?
Yeah.
What's the drag scene like there?
It's really good. It's small, but we have a really close-knit community, and it's full of so much variety of performers. It's been growing within the most recent years. Like I would say it was pretty small as of like 2019, and then it started just like booming from there. And now we have a bustling drag community.
Amazing. I have to get out there. Okay, and then my next question. And this is what did you learn about yourself during this process?
Oh my gosh. I learned a lot about myself. I learned how to better pace myself. I was like right at the gate trying to do way too much, like from the get-go. And I'm like, well, this honestly, if you try and put everything right at the front, you're just gonna kill yourself. Almost literally. And then you're gonna be useless for the rest of the time. So honestly, just like pace yourself and feel your oats.
For me, I was able to, sorry, let me just rethink that answer. able to take more risks. And what I mean by that is that it's okay to make mistakes because I'm such a perfectionist. I want to make everything look perfect, beautiful, gorgeous, and it's okay to look stupid, make mistakes, because if you make a mistake, then you just move on, you learn from it, do something different. If that doesn't work out, move on to something different. And it's okay to make mistakes. And I feel like I was like in my head the entire time. And like I said before, like from my family members, they were able to like give me different ideas so I can like apply them to what I'm doing and just feel more confident in them.
Yeah. I learned to trust myself because before going on the show, I was always asking people around, is it a good idea? Is it fine? But no one else is in your head. So you're the only person who knows how it's gonna go and everything you want to do. So on that show, I learned how to trust myself, go at the end of my ideas, even if everyone is like, are you dumb? This answer is yes, I am. Thank you. Another one? So that's why I learned about myself on that show.
Okay, and who would you consider to be the biggest troublemaker in this house?
Phoenix.
Oh,
Phoenix is a
what?
subtle and discreet troublemaker.
What?
But in a good way. It's a good troublemaker.
I honestly think we're a house of troublemakers.
Or chaos.
One of us.
House of chaos, y'all.
Exactly.
One of us is trouble.
Okay, and then why would you consider drag to be so important?
I can start us off. I know how to answer this question.
Go
Amazing.
ahead.
Go for it.
All right, here we go, children. Drag is so important to me personally, just because it allows me to take all of my art, all of my personal expressions and ideas, and kind of roll them all into this performance piece that I can share with other people. And to me, I can be literally anything. And like, as a kid who is told, you're to this, you're to that, don't be this, don't be that, being in drag allows me to break all of those barriers and become anything I want to be. And honestly, it lets me show other people that anything is possible too.
And Ciance, where would you consider like your view of obviously a very unique kind of drag, but what would you consider to be some of like your drag inspirations?
My drag inspiration are my nightmares, cartoons from the 90s, fantasy, Magic the Gathering, like Disney movies, dark horror, Guillermo del Toro, obviously.
I was literally about to say Guillermo del Toro for sure. And Jesse, you have a career as like a weather reporter, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. How does that impact your drag?
Oh my god, I would have never started drag without this job. That's how I started to touch makeup, play with it. I realized that that's so nice. I want to go further with that. And now they're just amazing with me. I do drag, like today I went to the office in that phase to film something for Halloween. So like they are slowly but surely putting me on air as Jessie more and more. So I think it's just amazing. So it impacts a lot of my drag because it's my brand now. It makes me laugh to say that with a mullet and this shirt, but weather is still my brand and everything. So yeah, it's part of me, it's part of my drag, and I won't stop doing weather and drag, even if a lot of people doesn't like that.
Period.
Yeah, so would you also consider yourself probably more comfortable in front of the camera, like before this experience? Did the camera change anything for you?
Honestly, that was my fear before coming in. I was like, I'm gonna know where all the cameras will be. I'm gonna know everything, how it's gonna work, and I'm scared of being auto-produced and things like that. Never happened. Sometimes I would break down and then realize cameras were there. So I was probably the less aware of the cameras of the old bunch.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, did the camera change? Like, how was the camera for the rest of you? Like, how was that being there?
Oh my god, it was like a lot for me because I've never been like recorded like that before. So it's like I'm doing my makeup and the camera's like right here, and I always accidentally like look to the camera, and the person's like, "No, keep doing your makeup." I'm like, "Sorry."
No, no,
my
no.
eyes just move naturally. Like, damn.
I got so excited about the camera. Like with all of them being around, I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many cameras. And like I was trying so hard, like you, Phoenix, to not look into them because I knew I couldn't, but like the desire to just like stare into the camera. Oh my god.
Yes,
Totally.
honestly, just having cameras around was at first very daunting and being like, oh, I really have to like watch what I'm doing and make sure I don't kill anyone on camera because the evidence will be there.
Because if you get
But
someone not on camera,
after a while, it became quite natural.
I mean, if you're just wearing lots of masks like this, I feel like you could probably get away
Oh
with
my
it.
God, my internet. Sorry, my internet is atrocious.
Did you
I
put your
mean, it was
internet
like
bill?
it kind of goes with your aesthetic. You're like disappearing and reappearing. It's very spooky.
Atrocious.
Very spooky.
That's why I went with the background.
your Wi-Fi is like your drag. Atrocious.
Thank you.
Okay, and then my last question is, what do you hope that people see or learn about you during the show? Like, what do you hope that people see?
I'll take this one again.
It's fine. We're just thinking.
I honestly just hope to prove that I can exist outside of Halloween, that spooky drag isn't just relegated to one time of the year. Like spooky camp can exist all throughout the year. I have more facets to me. I'm not just chained to being spooky as much as I love to be spooky. I'm a comedian. I'm hilarious. I sing, I dance, kind of. And yeah, I just want to prove that I can do more than just be like a weird, like figment of your imagination, really.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like really hoping that people will be able to see like my personality on screen. Because I know that my personality is a really big part of my drag, and I don't know what the cameras are going to show. So I'm hoping they see good things.
Just to piggyback from what Stony said, I want people to see my personality throughout the show, just because out of everybody in this family, I am more of a quiet, more reserved, laid back person. And so that hopefully my personality shines through with like my family members, happy, whether it's happy, sad, upset, angry, looking stupid as hell, and be able to show that it's okay to celebrate your own skin. When I was a kid, I didn't like the way I am. My skin color was too dark, I thought, and then be able to see other artists like me, I was able to look at them and like say, I am enough for people, and I want to inspire people, and hopefully that will come across through the show.
Great. Thanks, Phoenix.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope that people are gonna understand what's happening in my mind. It's not always easy with all the ideas, and when I try something, as I said, I'm always scared of people not understanding. So I hope people are gonna understand that, and also that they can see that you can do funny things, dumb things, stupid things, and that doesn't mean that you're not serious in what you do, because I take this drag very serious. But if you don't laugh, my job is not done. So I hope people are going to understand that drag is not just dance, it's not just always the same. There's a lot of different drags. Just look around you right now. So I really hope people are going to understand that every kind of drag is valid, and that we, the House of Glass, are going to open more eyes and minds on drag.
Okay, does anyone have anything else like that's coming up that they want to talk about that they're working on?
Okay,
Like
now that we're here, I hate all of you, and in order, it's Stony, Phoenix, and Seance.
Yes, I'm the
Wait,
least
so you
favorite.
yeah, I should say
Uh-huh.
you hate Seance the most, or you like her or the least? Oh, just backing
Take
away.
it as you want. No, I love them all, and honestly, they are marvelous personalities. So I really hope everyone's gonna see those personalities, because you made me laugh the whole time, and I love you all so much.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
You have one? It's not dark and black.
You can find me in a darkened closet, under your bed, or on Instagram as Seance knows. And of course, come to all my shows. I produce spooky, weird, alternative drag all year round. I have a monthly show called Spook Hockey, where we celebrate old horror movies that are in the public domain, so I don't have to owe anyone nothing. And we just celebrate all these alt drag performers who don't often get the spotlight. And I'm just so happy that I can produce something like that here in Toronto. So come to my shows, huzzah! Find me on Instagram.
Yay! Her name is Beyonce Knowles.
No way.
Who knows?
Yeah, just follow each of us on the internet and come see our shows. We're gonna be all around Canada. I saw Phoenix gonna be in Halifax. I'm gonna be in Halifax, Toronto. People are gonna come in Montreal. We are touring Canada. Take your tickets.
Worldwide, baby.
Throw your $5 at us with the name, and let's party.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to sit with us.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a great night, everybody.
Love
Bye.
you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.